I have no idea why the SEC would try to go after two groups that are doing everything they can to comply with all the ridiculous regulations that these guys are putting together.
All current public key algorithms and associated protocols will be vulnerable, potentially exposing your encrypted information.
America has pissed off the rest of the world. We've been the bully with this thing. You take our materials, you take our production, you take this, and you send us this trash.
It doesn't matter whether someone steals money from a bank or defrauds a decentralized crypto exchange. It's all fraud, plain and simple. SDNY is watching. And
we're working to get rid of Gary Gensler. I gave a hearing where I was able to communicate with him and say, look, I plan to fire you.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
If you got some bags, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra. Bullishness. Shout out to the latest sub. We got Little Drew in the building. Appreciate you stopping by. Stuffing some bags. Go ahead. Throw on those moon suits. Throw on those pilot shades. Buckle up. Because the future's extra. Bullish. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.23 trillion, up about 0.7% in the past 24 hours. We got BTC's dominance right around 48.3%. We got ETH right around 18.3%. We got XRP in that number 6 spot, right around 47 cents, down about 0.1% in the past 24. Stellar XLM right around 10 cents. We got BTC 30,558. We got ETH right around 18, 19 hundo. Flare Networks right around 0.0134. We got Songbird at 0063. Taking a look at some of these XRPL tokens. XLIST 00035. Expector right around 5 cents. ELS 0.003. We got EQ 0.035. We got Casino Coin 00015. BPM 0011. We got Riz XRP 2021 news, still solid. XRP London ready. Ripple has been communicating with the UK government, and the document below features in the official UK Parliament website describing XRP for cross-border payments for instantaneous bridge between fiat currencies and the XRP ledger as a decentralized open source XRP. We got Digital Asset Investor. At what point do we start asking if the people in power are intentionally destroying the US from the inside, and who are they doing it for and why? When it comes to crypto, the US doesn't know how to play.
I have no idea why the SEC would try to go after two groups that are doing everything they can to comply with all the ridiculous regulations that these guys are putting together, and somehow the SEC decides to slap them down. I think we need a new way of thinking at the SEC. This is not.
Has the SEC contacted you about this, Tim? Do regulators have questions for you in particular?
No, but I think they have a problem, and I think it is that they tried to make all of crypto securities or exchanges because they're called the Securities and Exchange Commission. So everything they see is either a security or an exchange. Crypto's not like that. It's a different thing. It's a different animal. And the US has just been very, very slow to figure it out, to regulate it, and to set the right rules and structures so that we can continue to innovate.
Tim, do you think, Tim?
The US has been the center of innovation for all these years, and all of a sudden we're losing it. We're losing it to all these countries who are a little bit more fleet of foot, and they're coming and they're saying, "Hey, bring your Bitcoin company to our country. We don't have all those ridiculous regulations that are 80-something years old, 83 years old. We have a new set of regulations. They've all been set up for crypto. We know what the rules are, and here they are. And if you're an entrepreneur, this is the way you can play."
Tim,
in the US, you don't know how to play.
Drain the swamp. Free the standard. We got John D and so many people claiming something is strange because the Ripple decision is allegedly taking unusually long. Here are some of the facts to consider before putting your tinfoil hat on and jump into conclusions. The Ripple SEC reply briefs were filed in December, thus the Judge Torres decision is now at 7 months. Ripple is the only one waiting. However, in the Thor Equities case, also before Judge Torres, the reply briefs were also filed in December. Judge Torres hasn't yet ruled. In the New York District Carpenters Fund case, Judge Torres' summary judgment ruling took over 8 months from the reply briefs. In short, although I and others believe that we would see a ruling before now, there are other cases and examples that have taken an equal amount of time. Judge Torres is likely aware of the magnitude of her decision. And we got Joe Katz here chiming in. He says, I know waiting is annoying, and we all love to have a ruling on summary judgment motions as soon as possible, but I wouldn't think anything was wrong, unusual, or strange until at least at the end of September, single-digit months. We got 801 XRP in 50 years. NSIT has set the standards in cryptography. We're now working with the brightest minds in government, academia, and the industry around the world to develop a new set of encryption standards that will work with our current classical computers while being resistant to the quantum machines of the future. These new standards will be released in 2024.
Here we go again.
Wait a minute. What is this quantum thing? Is this Y2K all over again?
I hope my files are safe.
My stuff, my
Passwords,
my personal info,
my emails, my texts,
my photos, all of my messages, my data.
Not another upgrade.
How much is this going to cost?
Quantum.
Relax. We know. Once access to practical quantum computers becomes available, all current public key algorithms and associated protocols will be vulnerable, potentially exposing your encrypted information to criminals, competitors, and other adversaries. Yes, your texts, emails, credit card payment information, digital signatures, online transactions, sensitive data, and intelligence and government classified secrets will be in jeopardy. But no, this is no Y2K event or a doomsday scenario. All your keys won't turn to dust. And a quantum computer capable of doing this is still many years, if not decades away. It's no time to panic. It's time to plan wisely. For over 50 years, NIST has set the standards in cryptography from DES to triple DES to AES. And post-quantum encryption will be the same. We are working with the brightest minds, government, academia, and industry from around the world to develop a new set of encryption standards that will work with our current classical computers while being resistant to the quantum machines of the future. These new standards will be released in 2024. So what should you do in the meantime? First, keep encrypting as you have done all these years. Second,
the world is shifting. Welcome to the digital age, the internet of value. We got Bitcoin news just in, a major blow to BRICS. India declares they're not interested in creating a common gold-backed currency. India does not wish to hurt trade deals with the US, and the EU desires to strengthen the rupee and sees China using BRICS to their own benefit. Kim.com BRICS is a collection of nations that say enough is enough with the endless U.S. wars, financial instability, and the U.S. government money printing on these backs of the other nations, causing inflation around the world. BRICS will end the U.S. government Ponzi scheme without a war.
America has pissed off the rest of the world. We've been the bully with this thing. We're now a credit-based economy. In other words, we print fake money and we spread it throughout the world. But the rest of the world is actually producing the food, the gold, the silver, the machinery, and all this. So finally, the rest of the world said enough's enough. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. That was the original BRICS. And now they're gaining force.
It's not just Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. You have well over a dozen countries that have already applied, such as Algeria and Argentina and Iran, the United Arab Emirates, Nicaragua, Turkey, Indonesia, Senegal, Nigeria, Afghanistan, Egypt, Kazakhstan, and the biggest one of all, Saudi Arabia, has formally applied to the BRICS nations. Kazakhstan, Indonesia, Thailand, all of these countries and their neighbors that are growing together are forming a massive, very imposing not only from a GDP, but you put all these countries together and their military might is very, very strong as well. And those are the BRICS plus. Now they're talking about adding more countries, including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Panama, Bolivia, Chile, Cuba, Ecuador, Peru, Uruguay, Venezuela, Azerbaijan, Mongolia, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Vietnam. The list goes on and on.
So the rest of the world is saying, enough of you sending us your toilet paper.
That's exactly right.
You take our materials, you take our production, you take this, and you send us this trash here.
We got Justin, 820 billion. Standard Chartered Bank predicts Bitcoin will reach 120,000 by the end of 2024. Also, this lines up with the next Bitcoin BTC halving. We got the countdown coming up, 277 days. April 6, 2024, the next BTC halving. Block halving events happen every 4 years, or 210,000 blocks on the Bitcoin blockchain. Bitcoin's initial block reward was 50 BTC. The current block reward is 6.25. The next block reward will be cut in half to 3.125. This lowers the rate at which Bitcoins are generated. The halving is a periodical and is programmed into Bitcoin's code. And as you can see here, usually right after the BTC halving, things start to ramp up. As you can see here, November 12th, BTC halving, things started to ramp up. July 2016, right after that, ramped up into the bull run. And then the most recent one, May 2020 halving, things started to ramp up right after. And if we go back to the 2016 halving here for the Bitcoin chart, you can see here it took about 300 days for the first initial move into the bull run. It took about 504 days to complete right after the halving. We go back to 2020, the most recent one. It took about 154 days from the halving for the first initial pump into the massive BTC bull run, which topped off at about 68K. It took about 546 days from the BTC halving of 2020 to hit that top here. And if we go to our next projected BTC halving, which is around April of 2024, we take these similar timeframes. It'll take around 200 days or so for the first initial move, which would be around September, October of 2024. If we take the same amount of average time it took for the last two cycles to hit the top, around 500 days or so would lead us into around August, September, October of 2025. Also, a couple other things to note in the previous two cycles here. It took less than a year for the initial move into the bull run. As you can see here, in 2016 halving took about 300 days for the first initial pop, topped off 500 days. This one took half of that time, 154 days for the first initial pop, 546 days to the top. We got John Deaton here. The thing about public blockchains, they will catch you. Cash remains the criminal's best option. We got the first ever criminal case involving an attack on a smart contract operated by a decentralized cryptocurrency exchange.
Today I'm announcing the first criminal charges ever brought involving an attack on a smart contract on a decentralized cryptocurrency exchange. As alleged in the indictment, Shakib Ahmed, who was a senior security engineer at an international technology company, used his expertise to defraud the exchange and its users and steal approximately $9 million in cryptocurrency. We also allege that he then laundered the stolen funds through a series of complex transfers on the blockchain, where he swapped cryptocurrencies, hopped across different crypto blockchains, and used overseas crypto exchanges. But none of those actions covered the defendant's tracks or fooled law enforcement, and they certainly didn't stop my office or our law enforcement partners from following the money. The Southern District of New York has always been on the cutting edge of catching and prosecuting criminals who use new technologies to commit old-fashioned fraud. Today's charges reaffirm that commitment and should send a message. It doesn't matter whether someone steals money from a bank or defrauds a decentralized crypto exchange. It's all fraud, plain and simple. SDNY is watching, and we're determined to follow the digital fingerprints to bring fraudsters to justice.
We got Riz XRP here, says, look at that back wall. XRP, Ripple, Bank for International Settlements. As you can see here, all a coincidence. We got Stellar Orr, welcome the CFTC Commissioner to our Meridian 2023 speaker lineup, speaking at Meridian 2023. We got a special announcement from BPM Revelers. Dreamers are now minting over on XRP.com. And it looks like the Dreamers are around 45, almost 50% minted. Dreamers is a PFP collectible collection by the Revelers and BPM Wallet. A free mint for Revelers holders and whitelist. Public mint price is just 10 XRP. And we got 2 free mints for each Reveler held. We got 1 free mint per wallet whitelisted. We got public mint, whitelisted wallets for holders and collab projects. Links down below on XRP.com. We got the Dreamers from BPM Revelers, BPM Wallets, Now minting. We got Descent Wallet's Amazon Prime Day exclusive sales live on our Amazon page. Get the Descent Biometric Wallet with a 30% discount. Links down below. You can also get yourself the XRP Bagman discount, or you can get the Descent Prime Days now live, 30% off for Prime members. We got Joe Katz. Anybody know what I'm doing in this photo? And with that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, know what you hold, know what's coming, and know why they want you out. We got Rosie Rios. XRP's primary purpose is facilitating cross-border payments. All other cryptos find their value in speculation. China's latest move brings this point home. Ripple, RippleNet, XRP. And while the 99% of the masses continue to sleep, the XRP army, XRP holders continue to add up on those generational wealth bags. Rosie Rios sees what's coming, and she's the 43rd treasurer of the United States. Know what you hold, know what's coming, and know why. Gary Gensler and the corrupt SEC wants those XRP bags back. Where will you be when that regulation, the jar of molasses, finally breaks open? And XRP's true price is finally set free. Bye-bye glitches.
Later glitches.
I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD. Buy up those bags. Don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below. Drop an elbow on that like button from the top ropes. Catch you up here, top floor, the mothership. BYOB, be your own bank. Peace out, crypto ghosts.
We in it for the run of our life. Pack them bags up tight. We in it for the run of our life. The greatest transformation. They transferring their wealth. I hope you got a piece of that prize. Wake me up when they flip that switch. We headed past the moonlight. Getting these gains, dollars and flames. They had you played puppetry, you just a slave. I ran away, I'm just a renegade. Open your cage.